y'all? It's Alexiana. Welcome to the Lexi Show. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is the Netflix show Beauty in Black, but more specifically the character Charles Bellarie, played by the fine as hell Stephen G. Norfleet, and the overexposure of the LGBT community. Now, what I mean by the overexposure of the LGBT community is this. Being gay and transgender and all that kind of stuff, one thing that I love about this generation, how widely accepted being gay and trans and all that is, I love how it is widely accepted now. Like, life for the LGBT community is better than it was back then. I love that it's widely accepted now, but what I don't like is how people overdo it sometimes. When I say people overdo it, it's like it's displayed everywhere. It's like it's shoved in people's faces and stuff like that, to the point where it's like that's their whole personality, when in reality, you know, there's more to all of us than just our sexuality. And if you don't know what the show Beauty in Black is about, basically in a nutshell, it tells a story about this girl. She's a stripper named Kimmy. She has a hard life and stuff like that, and she pretty much, you know, meets this man named Bellarie, who pretty much eventually turns her into the CEO of his company, Beauty in Black and stuff like that. And you know, she gets, you know, involved like with the family and all that stuff. Bing bam boom in a story. Pretty much that's what the show's about in a nutshell. It's a really good watch and stuff like that. If you haven't seen it, please watch seasons 1 and 2 on Netflix. You will not be disappointed. Season 3 is going to come out August 27th. Season 4 is on the way, child. It is a good watch. You will not be disappointed. You will thank me later. And one character I want to specifically talk about is Charles Bellarie. Now, Charles Bellarie, he pretty much is the black sheep of the family and stuff like that. Like, he's an openly gay male and stuff like that, and his folks will never let him live it down and stuff like that. They bash him for being gay. Well, more specifically, the uncle, the father, and his older brother and stuff like that, they're the main ones that bash him for being gay and stuff like that. And it's just like they just never let him live it down and stuff like that. You know, he's really not a bad person like everybody else in the family and stuff like that. All he does is party, spend money on boys, fuck, and get fucked. That's pretty much the only thing he does, pretty much. He's not a bad person. And like I said, I love the show. Love the show down boots and stuff like that. And I love that they have some LGBT representation in the show, but it's like they made that Charles' whole character. I'm not talking about Stephen G. Norfleet, the guy that plays Charles. I'm talking about the character Charles Bellarie. Again, I'm not talking about the actor Stephen G. Norfleet who plays Charles. I'm talking about Charles Bellarie, the character. So I don't want this video to get back at this man. Y'all think I'm bashing him, because I'm not. I'm talking about the character, not the actor. It's like, I get that there's some LGBT representation in the show, but it's like they made that Charles' whole personality, and that relates back to what I said. There's more to all of us than just our sexuality. Like I said, I love that being gay and trans and all that stuff, I love that it's widely accepted now, but how people overdo it and overexpose it and stuff like that, like, it's just too much. Like, I get that we're widely accepted now, but the overexposure and the overdoing of certain things, like, that's just not it. Especially like on television, like with this show, it's like they made that Charles' whole personality, and that's, how can I say this? They made that Charles' whole personality, and there's more to all of us than just our sexuality. Like, you have gay men that are doctors, lawyers, police officers, coal miners, truck drivers, all that stuff. Like, there's more to all of us than just our sexuality, pretty much. And it's like I had said, it's like with Charles being gay, it's like they just made that his whole character. Like, every time you see Charles, he in the club picking up guys, paying off guys, and all the kind of other stuff, fucking and getting fucked. Like, there should be more to him than that. Like, where's the business side of Charles? Where's the entrepreneurial side of Charles? What's his backstory? Like, we need more to Charles than just him being gay, pretty much. And I feel like, you know, later on in this show, in part 1 of season 2 and part 2 of season 2, we're getting another side of Charles and just his sexuality, and I like that. And just like I had said, like, they made Charles being gay his whole sexuality and stuff. Like, there's another guy on the show, Attorney Barney, who is played by the fine as hell Terrell Carter. He's been in a lot of Tyler Perry's projects, like his plays, his movies, like all that stuff. He's been a part of the Tyler Perry franchise for years. But with that, Attorney Barney, who is played by the fine as hell Terrell Carter, like with his character and stuff like that, you know, him and Charles have a little fling or whatever and stuff like that. Well, not a fling. Him and Charles have a little relationship going that's under wraps due to Barney because he's DL. But that's a prime example. Like, they let Charles being gay his whole personality. I'm not his whole personality. They let Charles being gay his whole character and stuff like that. But with Barney, yes, he's DL Trey, but we get another side of him. Yes, he's DL Trey, but he's also a lawyer. He, like, pretty much is a good friend of the family. Like, we get other sides to him too. And this is off topic, but Drumline 2, there was a gay male character in there and stuff like that, but they didn't make being gay his whole personality and stuff like that. They show other sides to him. They show that, you know, he had him a little boyfriend that was afraid to come out the closet. He was also a member of the Drumline. Like, they pretty much, you know, show more of him than just his sexuality. Just like in the TV series America's Next Top Model, yes, Miss J and Mr. J and stuff like that, yes, they were openly gay men and stuff like that, but they show other sides of them. Like, they were photographers, they helped the girls out, they were good friends with Tyra, like all that stuff. Like, there's more to our sexuality, there's more to us than just our sexuality. Like, take me for example. Yes, I'm a flamboyant, feminine gay male that cross-dresses from time to time, but I'm a 9-to-5 worker, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I consider myself an author, I'm a content creator. Like, there's more to me than just this. And don't get me started on, like, with the LGBT community and stuff like that. Like I said, the overexposure of it and stuff like that. Like, what I mean by that is, like, how, you know, like I said, how they pretty much make being gay or trans or whatever, like, let's just say you turn on a TV show, so like that, it's like, in some cases, they make that character being gay and trans their whole personality, when in reality, like I said, there's more to us than just our sexuality and what we identify as. Like, there's more to us than that. And don't get me started on, like, a lot of the other stuff that they do and stuff like that, especially when they put that shit off on children. Like, let a child be a child and let them find out for themselves in the future as to who they want to be. That is not your job to decide that for them, because as they get older, their mind changes, and you done made the decisions for them and stuff. Well, it's gonna mess them up in the long run. Like, let a child decide for themselves what they want to be. And like I had said, like, how it's just shoved in people's faces. Like, we get it, you're gay. We get it, you're trans, but what else is there to you? Like, whatever happened to just being gay and just living your best life, or being trans and just living your best life and just letting it be that? Like, it doesn't have to be like it's shoved in people's faces 24/7. You can be gay without doing too much. You can be trans without doing too much, you know? So my whole point is like, I love, like I said, I love that being gay and trans and all that stuff. I love that it's being well accepted in today's day and age. But the overexposure of it and the overdoing of certain things, that's just not it. Like I said, you can be gay and live your best life without doing too much. You can be trans and live your best life without doing too much. Like, don't make that just who you are as a person. There's more to us than just our sexuality and what we identify as. That's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's just about it for this video. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well as the search box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. So until next time, peace.